Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for choosing to watch my video, and if you would subscribe it, like it, all that stuff, that'd be great. Otherwise, enjoy the video, and I hope it gives you the information you need and is helpful to you. Take care. Alright, Yukon XL. So my torque specs give me a couple different options. This is a JD5. Let me double check that. JD9. JD9 is what we're looking at according to what I gather. JD9. Two 19mm bolts here holding the caliper on. Two 18mm bolts holding the bracket on back here. So we'll collapse pistons with our screwdriver. I've already done a little bit, so just get in here, find a place to grip, and collapse. And hopefully you can slide the caliper in a little bit. Get between the rotor and the inner pad and collapse it. These are pretty thick pads, so we're not going to have to go very far. We're doing this because of a brake pedal pulsation, I think I mentioned. There we go. Let's start taking it apart. T30 Torx bit for the bolt here holding the rotor on. A little bit of glue or something holding the brake pad to the caliper, as I found out on the other side, so I'm going to pry it free. And then you can clean these up or replace them. We get new ones in our brake pads. Oh, one actually broke off, maybe from my prying. So, yes, the pad's going to go in here and push on that. It's not supposed to go up on top. It's supposed to just press in all four sides. So, just be aware of that. We'll buzz that off. Looks like there's some Loctite on here. We can throw some blue Loctite on here. 170 foot-pounds, so I don't think they're going to go anywhere. Get your rotor machined or replaced. Since we had a pulsation problem, maybe these people are driving on hilly situations regularly, so we went with the slotted vented rotors to help with brake pedal pulsation, eliminating that problem, hopefully. Get your new rotor, old rotor machine clean, warm soap and water, dry it off. Should be good. Don't leave the oily residue on there. These are specifically made for a certain side. To see the R on there, I think. At least the sticker says R. So, it's on the right side, passenger side. Little tang will fit in the middle here. Put a little blue Loctite on there because we had some, but not a big deal again, I don't think, with the torque spec. Alright, JD9, 170 foot-pounds. So the slides were good. We're still going to put a little fresh lubricant on them. Put in some lubricant on the contact points here on the pads, not on the brake pad material itself, just on the edges where it slides in here. Squealer wear out indicator right there. Put a little lubricant on the piston ends and on these inside edges here too. We'll slide it in place. If it doesn't go on, you may need to collapse the piston a little bit more. Pistons. .74 foot-pounds. Probably a 19 millimeter will work if you need to hold the slide in place if it's moving. Mine were not moving, so I'm good. And that'll be about it. 140 foot-pounds for these. Tighten them in a torque star pattern, crisscross pattern, as tight as you can before it's on the ground. Then lower the vehicle so the tires touch the ground and don't turn. Then torque them down to 140. Then I get in the vehicle and pump the brakes a few times and check the fluid level, as we'll do. Pretty bright there. So got a minimum and maximum on here. If you're right below the maximum, I've already pumped the brake pedal a few times. Just turns off and turns on. Top 3 brake fluid like it says. Add or subtract as needed. Usually try to make sure it doesn't overflow when you're collapsing pistons. But not an issue here, so we're right near the max. So we're good. Good luck to you.